Let me welcome Tanya Christiansen here.
Hey.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you.
I'm so excited because I didn't know I was even working with you until I found out Shannon wasn't feeling well. And then I'm like, well, I get to work with Tanya.
It's a win-win.
That's good.
I know, but we do miss Shannon.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
I know.
we miss you if you're at home. I hope you feel better.
So Highgate Manor, we love this, our beautiful luxury line, and we've got really great stuff coming up in the show. A lot of luxurious items. So those of you that are kind of still stuck in winter and you're ready for springtime and you're ready to kind of pull yourself out of that hole, we're going to do it. And we're going to start right off with beautiful cotton-rich sheets. Now, these are a 60-40 blend, mostly cotton. They are discounted by $10. That's our springtime price. They're still EasyCare because, as we said, they're not all cotton, which sometimes gets wrinkled and stuff like that, but they're mostly cotton. What I love about that, Tanya, is we get the softness and the density of cotton, but we don't have to worry about wrinkles and things like that. As much as they come out of the dryer, they're perfect.
That's right. When you wash these, whenever we're dealing with the blend, and as you mentioned, this is a 60-40 blend, that just simply means EasyCare. 100% EasyCare. Wash them, dry them, take them right out of the dryer, put them back on your bed, and you're not going to have any wrinkles. Take them right out of the dryer, fold them, put them in your laundry room. When you take them out and you're ready to use them, they'll be relatively wrinkle-free. It also helps and prevent any fading. It helps prevent any shrinking. That's really no fun, especially when you're making an investment in nice quality sheets. Now, we're talking about Highgate Manor. We're talking about grand living. We're talking about opulent living. If you're looking to elevate the look of your bedroom, if you're looking to elevate your bed, and as you had mentioned, spring is here and it's time to get into those glorious spring colors and really reinvigorate your linen closet and refresh your linen closet. This is the way to do it. And these are brand new to me, they're brand new to you, and they're brand new to Highgate Manor.
This gray, I'm going to pull this out because I want you to look at this. As you guys may or may not know, I'm a big fan of the silver and the gray.
Me too.
So whether I'm with Tanya or if I'm working with Ellen, you know, we're doing sheet sets and stuff like that. This is the greatest color. I love it because for me, you know, I'm a dude, and it's like it's easy for me to like understand how to match colors with gray because pretty much everything goes with it.
And doesn't it? Look at it with the beautiful lavender.
I have it in like a steel blue and gray that I have, and then I have I also have this. I bought Jimmy Buffett sheets last year, and they're like an icy blue color. They go with the silver gray.
Absolutely.
So if you are looking for a color, you can blend a lot of things with gray is great, but this also comes in lavender, and it comes in ivory, which you have there.
Yes.
And then it comes in that sage. But they're all kind of a shimmery kind of a color, right?
They are. And that is the fact, that is of course the blend that we're talking about. So that helps add into that sheen. And then the way that these are mercerized together, the way that they're actually put together is the fact that that's where you have that sheen and that's where you have that shine. And so that's going to give you a nice soft hand. That's going to give you that lustrous feel that Guy was just talking about. It does have that little bit of shimmer to that, as you can see. They're not dull or flat by any means. They have that sheen, and then there's that extra bit of diamond. That's it's a diamond design that's up and down the cuff of the pillowcase and all over the top of the flat sheet as well. So again, when we're talking about Highgate Manor, we're not talking about just simple, standard designs. You know, with Highgate Manor, we elevate the look a little bit. We just add those extra special touches, and that's what you're going to get with this particular set. Not only is it on the cuff, but it's also all over the top of the flat sheet.
Yeah. You know what I like too about it, Tanya, is it's not girly. It's not like that at all. It's just what it is it's kind of like it makes it look tailored, makes it look really clean and really crisp. Yeah, perfect. That's a better word. Like finished off, like you would see if you went into because if you go to like a bed and breakfast and you're with your girl, or you know, femme is okay, but you don't want it to be really girly. You want it to be appealing to everybody.
Nice neutral. Right. And these are extremely gender neutral. They are geographically neutral. So we're talking about if you live in a colder climate or a warmer climate, it has a nice density to it. We're talking about 500 thread counts, and that just simply means that 500 threads are meticulously woven together in each square inch. So you have a nice density, a nice firmness, something that's not going to be too weighty or too heavy, but something that's going to be just really, really soft and supple against your skin. And you know when they say, I'm gonna slip into the sheets, I'm gonna slip between those sheets, you can actually do that with these because they are mercerized. They do have that sheen, they do have that shine to them, and there is a difference between sheets that have been mercerized and sheets that have that luster and sheets that have not.
Yeah, there's a big difference. And by the way, too, these colors are they're kind of a real soft palette. They're beautiful. They'll go with anything, as we said. We picked out colors because we have the Madison a comforter set coming up later, so we're kind of going on a theme with these kind of colors of the
story,
sage
really,
and lavender and silver. Yeah, so and we're gonna be presenting that a little bit later. But if you're looking for something in the luxury category, and I know these sheets are a little more expensive than some of the other sheets that we carry, but you have to understand, we don't get to do the cotton rich blend very often. We've been doing a lot of microfiber. We do every once in a while we'll do a little bit of cotton, but we don't do a lot, only because it's price prohibitive and they're a little more expensive. But there are a lot of people out there that love their cotton, like me. I'm a big cotton fan. So, I mean, I have microfiber. Danny uses those because he's a little sweaty beast. So you know, and he likes to wick away qualities of a fine sheet. But I have kind of everything. I just mentioned I have the Jimmy Buffett, the ones from last year, the cotton ones, but I've got lots. This it has that feel of cotton that you love, but it's easy to maintain. If you look at this this flat, or the flat sheet that we have on top, this has never been laundered.
No.
So you have to understand.
Right out of the package.
Look at how nice this looks right out of the package. Normally you'd see a bunch of creases and everything else. Very minimal. Once you wash this, it's going to get softer and softer. Now, we only brought in a couple thousand sets of these, and I don't care what size you get, because we have all sizes. It comes in, I think, twin, full, queen, king, California king. I think it comes in everything. Full queen, yeah.
Yep, all the way up.
They're all $69.95, so it doesn't matter what size you pick out today. But think about what you'd like, and maybe in a bit we'll show you the Madison comforter set that we have coming up, because this all will match up to that, which is coming later. Although that comes with a set of sheets too, which is crazy.
But you know, as you had mentioned, you said
an extra set.
Yeah, you said I have a lot of different sets, and you do need a lot of different sets of sheets. I mean, gone are the days of the college days. I would have laundry day, and when you didn't remake your bed, I was like, oh man, it's late.
It's so funny because, you know, Danny and I, my son lives with me, and we're real sticklers about, like, you know, the weekly doing the sheets. We have to be, because we're both athletic and we do stuff. And plus, we also have I have the shower before you go to bed rule. I'm like, sorry, dude, you got to shower. I'm the one that's doing that laundry. You're not taking that stinky body and getting in there. And he gets it. And he's cool with it. He's like that anyway. But the nice thing is, as I said, you know, you get these beautiful new sheets. You have extra sheets when you need them, because I don't have to do the sheets every week, but I do take them off and I put new ones on. I probably do the sheets out of all the laundry we were just talking. I'd probably do laundry like 4 days a week at my house, but out of all the times when I do laundry, I probably only do sheets like once every 3 weeks, because I do like 3 or 4 sets at a time.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're just guys, but think about it. You should have multiple sets of sheets. It's so nice to have 3 or 4 sets just stacked up. And what's nice about the colors that Tanya brought us today, too, is they go with so many other things.
They do.
So it doesn't matter, you know, even if you have like a blue comforter or blue blankets or beige or brown chocolate color, it doesn't matter. One of these colors will work.
I couldn't agree with you more. The colors that they brought are so soft, so eye-appealing, and they do, as you had mentioned, they will coordinate beautifully with everything. Take a look at what you have in your linen closet. Just look around. What do you have on your bed already? Are you decorating more in the grays? Are you decorating more in the golds and the ivories? Either way, these are very soft, beautiful colors that will coordinate beautifully. We're telling a story this morning, and later on we're going to show you this 18-piece bedding ensemble that we have that is just, I cannot wait to share that with you. But everything coordinates and the story is being told. And if perhaps, again, if you are looking to refresh your linen closet, if you are looking to, you're thinking, yeah, you know, it's springtime. It's ready to spring into something new. I'm ready to go out with the faded sheets, the sheets that maybe are pilled or maybe perhaps threadbare, and you want something that's 500 thread count. Again, that's very, very difficult to find, especially when we're talking about something in an EasyCare. So you wash them, you dry them, you put them right on the bed, and you don't have to steam them. You don't have to iron them, which I have never done, nor will I ever iron a pair of sheets.
I refuse to do that. I'll jump before I do that. I will actually jump.
There's no way. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. So we've taken that out for you. You don't have to do it because they are wrinkle resistant, fade resistant, shrink resistant, and also the fitted sheet is 16 inches down, fully elasticized, and will accommodate a 17-inch mattress. So if you're thinking, well, I have one of the larger mattresses, a pillow top mattress, they will accommodate that. So there is a 17-inch accommodation, and the shower cap design means that the elastic goes all the way around, so you're not going to have those little corners pop up on you. Have you ever?
That's cheap ones, right? Yeah.
I can't stand it. When the elastic's just in the 4 corners, you get into bed and next thing you know, pop, pop, pop. pop, and you're like in a sheet burrito.
So I have to notice this thing up behind me. I was just looking at it, I'm like, this is the coolest thing ever. Later on, when we show you the Madison 18-piece comforter set, we have matching pieces, and I hope we have this available. This little thing, it just goes up against the wall, and it kind of hangs over the bed. Really cool.
Do you know how lightweight that is?
What do they call this?
That's a canopy.
This is your little canopy.
Yes, that's our canopy.
This actual comforter set in this color and in 2 other colors is coming up in a little bit, and we wanted to mention that. There it is. Thank you, Kyle. This is it, and you see the other colors that it comes in, but what a great way, like even if you wanted to do a guest bedroom, how cool would it be to come in and see that? That's neat.
Well, that just says welcome to the home. It comes in 3 different colors, and isn't that so precious? When my daughter, we'll talk about that I guess a little bit later, but when my daughter was little, I actually made one for her out of tulle, because if I had had this, I would have just bought it.
Yeah.
How easy is that? I don't have to
All right,
make
so
it.
anyway, this is coming up a little bit later. We're not gonna, we'll just mention it, but you can grab it at hsn.com, and the full comforter set that matches it. All right. We are just about out of time here, so let me tell you again, this comes in gray, lavender, sage, or ivory. We have every size available if you want to grab it, but grab it while you can at only $17.49. It's a great deal. Here's what I've been talking about.